Hi guys, welcome back to my channel The Fulfilment. I am Asik Iqbal, now the headmaster of a high school. Today I am sharing my experiences with you regarding the fluency of English speaking. I was a student of Bengali medium school. I passed the Madhyamik examination in the year 1990 and scored the highest marks in life science, that is 97. After Madhyamik exam, I took admission in the science stream of higher secondary education. And again I scored the highest marks in biology. I got a chance to take admission in BDS course, that is dental course. But the fascination for English literature changed my aim of life and I took admission in English honors. Up to this portion, there was no problem. I didn't face any disordered situation. But when I went to my college and entered into the class of English honors, I was in great problem. I was not able to communicate in English with my professors because I was born and brought up in a Bengali family and all the members surrounding me are also the Bengali speakers. So I was very much disappointed and came back home. But I never was pessimistic. I was optimistic because I was very much motivated by the words of Swami Vivekananda. If there is a sin in the world, it is weakness. Avoid all weakness. Weakness is sin, weakness is death. Arise, awake, and not stop till the goal is reached. That's why I was very much motivated by the idea of Swami Vivekananda, and I promised that I will speak English fluently. I will be able to speak English fluently. I have the capacity, I have the power to speak English fluently. That's why I took a challenge to develop my speaking skill. And today, through this video, my dear students, friends and other viewers, I just like to share my experiences, okay? First of all, I want to inform you that for the learning of any language, we should have to develop 4 skills. What are the 4 skills? Listening, speaking, reading and writing. LSRW. Among these 4 skills, 2 skills, listening and reading, are receptive skills, and speaking and writing are productive skills. Okay? So, to develop any language, you should have to know these 4 skills properly. But for the development of the fluency of English speaking, you should take some tips. You should have to know some steps by which you will be able to develop your speaking skill. I took the challenge of developing the fluency of English. I just followed 3 major items. That is attitude, knowledge and skill. And I think to speak English fluently, to speak any language fluently, a person must have to know these 3 major items. That is attitude, knowledge and skill. Today I will discuss these 3 major items by virtue of giving 10 tips. And I think if you follow these 10 tips, absolutely you will be able to speak English fluently within 3 months. So let's go through the video and please share with my experiences. First of all, I took the attitude challenge that I will be able to speak English fluently within 3 months. I took English just as a language like my mother tongue Bengali. So my first suggestion is that please take English as a language. Don't give too much importance to this language. Just you give importance to your mother tongue as a language, give the importance to English in the same way. Secondly, for taking attitude challenge, you should be positive. You should have to think that you will be able. You will get a success. And at the same time, don't suffer from inferior complex. Don't think that you are not pronouncing any word correctly. Many of us think that other people will laugh at us if we don't speak English properly with proper accents. Avoid all these ideas from your mind. As you have learned your mother tongue from your parents, from your brothers and sisters, from your friends, from the surroundings, after your birth, likewise try to understand speaking English fluently from the surroundings. And don't give too much importance to this language. In India, we think if we learn English to read, to write and to speak fluently, we will be able to get a job. We will be highly welcomed by our society. Perhaps it is a symbol of aristocracy. But avoid all these ideas. These ideas should be banished. Okay? This is the impact of the colonization of the British. Nevertheless, English is an international language. English is a globalized language. So I can't avoid its importance. That's why you should develop your fluency to speak English. Okay? And now I am giving another tip. For the development of fluency from this day, you should stop learning words. Begin to learn sentences. Someone may say that enlarge your vocabulary, learn more and more words. No. Learn more and more sentences. Because if your vocabulary is rich, but if you don't know how to use the vocabulary, how to use the words in proper situation, it has no need. The vocabulary will not be able to help you. It is worthless. If you keep the money in your locker, or if you keep the money in the bank, if you don't use the money for the luxury of your life, it has no need. It has no importance. Because today or tomorrow will be die. And the money will not have any importance to you. Likewise, if you don't use the sentence in proper situation, the knowledge of vocabulary will not be able to help you. Third point, I suggest you to avoid high sounding words. Please use simple words in your sentence. Try to use simple language. Okay? Fourthly, I ask you, don't be serious regarding the rules and norms of grammar. You should not be grammar centric. You should be situation centric. Okay? But it does not mean that the knowledge of grammar is not needed for learning a language properly. I don't say this, but I want to say that don't give too much importance on the rules of grammar. Because your fluency depends how much you can use the sentences in proper situations and how much you can use it quickly. Okay? So, your expression should be situation centric. The fifth point, that is the most important experience of my life, that you should collect sentences 5 to 10 every day. After getting up in the morning to the time when you will go to bed. During this situation, during this period, you should have to do a lot of things. What sentences are needed for the expression of your idea in the morning? What sentences are needed for the expression of your ideas in your classroom or during the conversation with your friends? What sentences are needed to express any idea regarding a movie or any match? What sentences are needed to exchange with your friends during playing? What sentences are needed when you are discussing with your friends when you are returning from the school, etc., etc. In such way, you should have to collect sentences 5 to 10 every day. And if you are able to collect these sentences, if you were too much familiar with these sentences, you will be very, very efficient for using these sentences in proper situation. Your knowledge will be developed. Next point, I suggest you to listen and to watch movies, news anchoring, or reading news, etc., etc. If you listen, your pronunciation will be developed. If you watch, the expression will be developed. Your body language will be automatically developed. Okay? So, watching movies, news anchoring, debates, etc. will help you to encourage your ideas. It will develop the knowledge of various matters, and due to this knowledge, you will be able to discuss with your friends regarding those matters. Okay? So, watching and listening is an important item to follow for the development of fluency of English speaking. Next point, that is 7th point, I suggest you to imitate. What you are observing, what you are watching in the TV, in the mobile phone, or in any other place, or in the surroundings, please imitate this. If you hear the lecture of any renowned person, try to imitate the sentences, the words that he or she delivered. Okay? So imitation is a good quality for the development of speaking English fluently. Next point, I suggest you that every day you should have to read 15 to 30 minutes, and the reading should be loud. That is loud reading. First time you read a piece or a portion of a text or a newspaper as per your capacity. Second time read it quickly. Third time read it more quickly. In such way the fluency will be developed. Okay? Next point, that is 9th point. Try to use various forms of known words. We know a lot of words, but we don't know how to use the words in their various forms. So try to know how to use the various forms of your known words. As for example, puncture is a word. You know its meaning. As for example, there is a puncture in the tire of my bicycle. But you perhaps don't know how to use its verb form. The verb form remains the same. As for example, please don't puncture my prestige. So in such a way, you should have to use your known words in various forms. It will also develop the knowledge for speaking English fluently. After discussing all this, that is 2 major points: attitude, challenge, and knowledge. Now, I am suggesting you to develop the skill. English is a skill-based subject. And if you don't develop your skill of speaking English fluently, you will not be able to communicate with others properly. So what you have learned, what you have collected from various sources, what sentences you have collected from various places, various persons, now you should have to use them in proper situation. You should apply your knowledge for the communication. Apply it during the conversation with your friends, with your teachers, with your lecturers, with your professors, with your relatives. You should also ask them to give you hints, to give you guidance for rectification of your speech if you do any wrong. If you do any wrong in expression, any wrong in pronouncing any word. So, in such way, your skill will be developed. And lastly, for the development of this skill, that is fluency of English, every day, just before going to bed, you should practice yourself in front of a mirror, speaking English fluently. As you have experienced the total day, as you have enjoyed the day, you will just express yourself in front of a mirror. So in such a way, I think you will be able to develop your English speaking. You will be able to develop the fluency of English speaking. These are all my personal experiences, what I followed, and yes, I got a success. And it helped me to much when I was pursuing my MPhil in English degree at Tamil Nadu. Okay? So I think if you follow these 10 tips, absolutely you will be able to develop English speaking fluently. I promise, if you don't be able, if you don't get success, I will not upload any more video regarding this matter. This is my challenge, this is my promise. So, if you enjoy the video, if you think the video is very helpful, please like it. And if you have any special experience, any special tip regarding the development of fluency of English speaking, please write it in the comment section. Okay? And lastly, those who have come in my channel for the first time, please subscribe my channel, The Fulfilment. All the best for you. Thanks a lot.